Lobos, we're in.
Now for double the weight. I need all the product you can send.
All of it.
It's quite a large commitment.
I know. I'll be the biggest goddamn drug dealer in New York City.
James St. Patrick, aka Ghost, is the man that carried the hit show Power, is the man that we have learned to love. This is a guy that brought in so many people. His demeanor, his style is bar none. Now, one of the most popular questions is this: can Power survive without Ghost? And we're talking about the Power spinoffs that are coming very soon. A lot of fans say, you know what, I'm done watching it. You know what, I'll give it a couple episodes. But the key question is, can it actually survive without using Ghost at all? Not talking about him. I mean, can that actually happen? Now, we know that's going to be kind of hard for this show to do because, yes, Ghost was the foundation of the show. And, of course, he's going to be talked about. He's the main character. So even if he's not in the show, he will be talked about a lot. But can this series actually continue to survive without him? We're going to talk about it in this video. We're going to go down the list. We're going to compare each spinoff. Then we're going to make the final conclusion. Can Power survive without James St. Patrick, aka Ghost? Stay tuned. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another Power video. If you're new, if you love Power, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now, today we're going to be talking about Power. Can it survive without Ghost? Now, make sure you go check out my Power. Omari Hardwick says that Ghost should have never died. Yes, Omari Hardwick, he said this. Make sure you check out the video if you haven't seen it. A lot of fans like that video, and that's how this topic of discussion started. And it's actually been a question that a lot of Power fans have been asking: can the show actually survive without Ghost? Now I'm going to break down what I think, and I'm going to base it off each spinoff because I believe it's different depending on what spinoff it is. And, you know, in general, we know that they're going to talk about Ghost. He's going to be talked about on every spinoff because he is the foundation of the show, the most popular character. So it's going to be kind of hard not to talk about his character. So using his name is nothing that we shouldn't, you know, expect. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. Now, we're going to start off with Power Book 2 Ghost. This is a show that's definitely going to use his name. And they're not going to be able to live without Ghost in this spinoff, in my opinion. Now, I know a lot of people said they won't watch this, but to be honest with you guys, I think a lot of people actually will, because there is a lot of people that they want closure. They want to know what happens after Ghost is killed. Now, it is some people out there that still believes that Ghost is alive. So you're going to have those people watching this show, watching it to see if he is alive. Now, it has been confirmed that he's dead, but we still haven't seen a funeral. We still haven't seen a RIP Ghost picture or James St. Patrick picture. We haven't seen that. And we saw that with pretty much all the Power characters, the main ones at least. But we haven't seen that with Ghost. And as I told you guys in the past, I believe they're waiting to do that because they're going to use his name to promote the show. Why put that up and kill that fan base? So I'm thinking they're going to use that to continue to drive the fans crazy and to, you know, wonder and hope that Ghost is alive. Now, seeing that the majority of the Power fans does not like Tariq's character, it's going to be kind of hard to keep this show going strong. Now, that's why we got people like Mary J. Blige, Method Man coming to help carry that extra weight. And I believe those are the people that people are going to watch to see what's happening with their storylines. But remember, it's called Power Book 2 Ghost. Now, do you actually think this show could survive if you just named it Power Book 2? You see what I'm saying? Because we know Ghost ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? Tariq is supposed to be the new Ghost. Why use his name? And I always would say that. We understand that he's supposed to be like the new Ghost, baby Ghost or whatever, but he's not his father. I don't care how much they try to make it seem like that. In my opinion, he's just not James St. Patrick. I don't see it at all. Yes, he does have some similarities, but it doesn't really matter to me. He doesn't set that tone like Ghost set that tone, if you know what I mean. So let's move on. I think Power Book 2 Ghost, I think that first season it will do solid, but the second season, that's going to be where all the questions is going to get answered, if this show can actually be a success, in my opinion. Now, when it comes to Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, can this show survive without Ghost? Well, in this case, it kind of gets a pass because it's going to be having Ghosts, younger Ghosts at that. And since it's going to have a younger Ghost, people are going to tune in to watch. They're going to want to see the early stages of his life. So that topic of discussion on whether this show can actually survive without Ghosts doesn't really matter because we're technically getting Ghost in the show. Now we're going to actually get to see him become Ghost, which is going to be very interesting in my opinion, to actually see how he became the Ghost that we know. Now, like I said, with, of course, Power Book 2, that's a different story compared to this. The people, watching this, they're not going to have like that feeling like, man, I miss Ghost. But I guarantee you, when we watch Power Book 2 Ghost, we're going to have that feeling like, man, I miss Ghost, man. Like, it don't feel right. It doesn't feel right. But when we watch Power Book 3, it's going to be like, well, at least we getting younger Ghosts. You know what I'm saying? So I can see this show being a success. Surviving without Ghosts really doesn't count for this because this show has Ghost in it. You know what I'm saying? So the fans won't really be tripping as much. They will pretty much want to know what happens and how everything played out with the younger versions of all the characters. Now, when it comes to Rashad Tate's spinoff, Power Book Forward Influence, this is one of the shows that's going to have a challenge. Now, I believe the storylines can be good, but it doesn't have Ghost in it for one. A lot of the fans believe that this and Power Book 2 could have been the same thing. It is what it is. I mean, a lot of these characters got their own spinoffs. In my opinion, I see it being a money grab more than anything. I mean, Rashad Tate will be in Power Book 2 Ghost. So if he's going to be in that, we can expect other characters to be in this show. Watching this show, in my opinion, I don't know if you're going to be like, man, I miss Ghost. I think we're going to probably get used to not seeing him when this show airs. And as far as the ratings go, this one probably is going to suffer the worst, in my opinion. As of right now, I think this one's going to suffer the most, especially not having Ghost in the show. For one, you're not going to have all the other characters in this show like that as well. I mean, they're going to pop up, but Rashad Tate will be the key focus. Now, I actually thought Rashad Tate's episode and his perspective was actually good, learning about his family. But as far as the show's success, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? This is a show that's going to have struggles, especially without Ghost in it. Now, when we get to Tommy's spinoff, the question, can it survive without Ghost? Well, similar to Book 3 Raising Kanan, I almost give this a pass as well because we want to see Tommy survive without Ghost, because we want to see what Tommy does without having Ghost on his back or having Ghost watch his back. You know what I'm saying? Tommy struggled throughout the whole series with Ghost saving him, him always pretty much messing up. So now we get to finally see Tommy do shit on his own. Now, Tommy, in my opinion, in this show will suffer from the ghost of Ghost. So if you watch that little mini trailer when they show Power Book 5 Force, and they didn't really show no footage, we just heard Tommy screaming Ghost's name. I, in my opinion, believe that we're going to see Ghost maybe be in Tommy's head or whatever, similar to how Ghost saw Kanan and Angela and stuff like that, and Raina. Maybe we're going to see that in Power Book 5. But seeing that the fans of Power are very aware that Tommy needs to finally make it without Ghost, we're not going to be like, damn, Ghost ain't in this. At least for me, I'm not. I'm going to accept the fact that Ghost is not in this show and just know that Tommy can possibly do this on his own. He's going to have to do it. You know what I'm saying? He has no choice. This is a new beginning for Tommy. You know what I'm saying? You always had Ghost protect you since y'all was kids. Now it's time for you to actually go out there and do it on your own. And I believe Tommy's spinoff is going to be very big. everybody's going to be watching. They want to see what happens with Tommy and how he survives without Ghost. And besides Ghost, you got Tommy. You know what I'm saying? When you think of Ghost, you think of Tommy. So we don't have Ghost, but at least we have your boy Tommy to carry that weight. And I can't wait to see his story. Now, overall, you know, because I broke down each spinoff, Power Book 2, Ghost, of course, it's going to be a tough, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a tough challenge for that show to survive without Ghost. Because when we watch it, I believe we're going to be wanting to see him. We're going to have to adjust and get used to not seeing his character. So that show is going to struggle without Ghost. Now, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, on the other hand, we want to get the younger version of Ghost. So that's a little bit different. Power Book 4, Influence, is definitely going to struggle in my opinion. But I think the storyline may be solid, but the fan base may not be there. Power Book 5, Force, with Tommy Egan. I think it's a show that's going to do good without Ghost. Because we want to see exactly what happens with Tommy without having Ghost in his corner. Now, as a series overall, can Power survive without Ghost? And my honest opinion is no. I don't think this show can survive without Ghost. Now, will it survive? Maybe. You know, it's going to do numbers still. And the reason I say that it can't survive without Ghost, and this is my honest opinion, is because of this. They're going to talk about Ghost, which is, it's kind of hard not to talk about Ghost because he's the main character. He's the main character. But he will still be promoted. His name is carrying the show regardless if he's dead. That's why we got Power Book 2, Ghost. Promotion. You see what I'm saying? Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. Yes, we getting the story of Kanan, but we getting younger Ghost. You see what I'm saying? Then you got Power Book 4. Yes, it's about Rashad Tate and less about Ghost. So that's a show that's going to have to carry a lot of weight on his own. And then with Tommy Egan, he can carry that weight his damn self. So yes, I believe that this show is going to need Ghost somehow, some way to survive. And that is the way, by using his influence to promote this show. Without them promoting it, without using his name, I think it's going to struggle a lot, in my opinion. You guys let me know, what do you think about Power surviving without Ghost? I think it's going to be a challenge for them. If you're breaking it down individually per spinoffs, Book 3 and Book 5 are the two shows that's going to do well without Ghost, seeing that Book 5, it got Tommy, and Book 3, it got young Ghost. But Book 2 and Book 4 is going to be a little bit tough, man. I guarantee you, and trust me, man, when Book 2 airs and people do not see James St. Patrick in that show, I'm telling you, people are going to be upset, man. Because yes, it's, we seen him die or whatever, get shot. But to actually see the show continue and see punk ass Tariq continue the journey without his father, it's going to hit a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be pissed off, but I think they're still going to watch. And that's why I say they're going to use his name to make sure this show can survive. But that's just my opinion. Using Ghost's name is going to help this show survive. If they didn't do it, trust and believe it will be harder for the show to survive, if you see what I'm saying. But you guys do your predictions and everything down below. I will update you on more Power content in the future. And make sure you checked out my Power. Power's Amari Hardwick says Ghost should have never died. Make sure you checked out that video, man. But let me get on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.